The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey guys, how are you? I'm so sorry. I was having some technical difficulty and I had to handle it so I could be here. Good morning, once upon a twin mom life. Good morning. Good morning, all my ladies. Good morning, and the gentlemen too. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Moving in silence, Ruby Shabazz, and me. Okay, gang stars. And Dr. A, of course. Period. Gang stars. I don't count because it's all about you guys, Bougie Gang. So yes. Good morning, Greenheart. Good morning, Erica. Boo Boo. Good morning, Ivy. Hey Boo. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas, pineapples. Merry Christmas, sis. How are you? Feliz Navidad, kitten zombie. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey V, what's up? Good morning. Tina Lachey, hey boo boo. Good morning. Media hobbyist, what's going on, sis? How are you? Look, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Guys, I have to get up early every single day. And I'm telling you, Coco, hey boo. Fair is off in the name of Jesus. And even though I do get up early, I kind of open my eyes. I checked my comments because sometimes comments are frozen, so I have to release them and everything. I Girl, I went back to sleep. I was tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of y'all that know, and all of you that remember, you still know, right? Anyway, guys, let's get into this. We are going to go over and girl, the camping trip continued. Keisha did drop an episode this morning, but we got plenty to talk about. We'll talk about that episode tomorrow. But Keisha's over there doing some twists, okay, some twist outs. And they're getting ready for family pictures. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Homie was up there still at Nanahella Mountains, and we're gonna talk about that, but we're gonna get into the bullshit. the we're gonna get into girl, we're gonna get into that silly stuff, that silly strong mommy Chrissy stuff. Look, I've had people ask in my comments, was this a skit? No, I don't think Jasmine's not a good actress. Jasmine was legit crying, and Mom Dukes is legit slow. And maybe you guys like, don't talk about her mom like that. Look, Mom Dukes and I'm closer in age to Mom Dukes than I am to Jasmine. Mom Dukes is slow. Okay. Mom Dukes couldn't come sit at my table. I'm sorry, sis. You're gonna have to go over there, okay? Because the fact that you entertained and sat and gossiped about your daughter to her enemy, I mean, ma'am. Hey, Ty Cherie, good morning. And I'm not, girl. I was watching the Ty Cherie show over the weekend, and yeah, no, right, Ty Cherie? I've never even seen Ty Cherie's kids. Ty Cherie, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't mix business with pleasure. That's number one. Jasmine should have never brought her mom to YouTube other than, hey, mom, what you cooking in the kitchen? Jasmine thought it necessary to give her mom a whole channel, and it's been messy since day one. Okay. And Mom Dukes is too slow to see what was going on up in her comment section since day one. There is nothing wrong with a mom getting to know her daughter's friends, but understand the boundary. There's a boundary problem here. That's Chrissy is not your friend. Never was, never will be. Your daughter's friends are not your friends. I don't care how cool you think you are. I don't care. That is still your daughter's friend or your daughter's enemy, frenemy. Okay. Like, do we need to go remedial? Like, come on now. This is not the remedial situation over here. Um, when Strong Mommy Chrissy reached out, or when Mom Dukes felt like she wanted to reach out to a friend to find out what was going on with her daughter, there's nothing, I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong with that to a certain extent, but you keep it cute and keep it short and keep it appropriate. I saw people saying, well, what does someone have to do? Like, look, the ageism on this computer, the one wonderful thing about this computer is nobody knows who you are. It doesn't mean you have to lie about anything. But what I'm saying is this: it equalizes us to a certain extent, right? Not saying people have to lie and be phony, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I'm friends with someone who's 30. What will we have in common? I'm not a grandmother. There's some people that are there's people that've been grandmothers since they were 39 years old. Okay. I became a mother at 40. So, someone who may have a 10-year-old, I may have something in common with, because you know what? We're both over there at the carpool line, 11-year-old, middle schooler, whatever the case might be. It doesn't matter your age, it matters your experience. Mom Dukes is damn slow. Okay. I'm just going to say it. You guys don't feel comfortable. That's your business. I don't care. Sis is slow. Okay. The fact that we even had to explain this shit to her, she's slow as hell. Okay. And seeing your daughter, no matter how much you want better for your daughter, I can't imagine the type of mother that would sit and be talking to your daughter's enemy, enemy, not even a frenemy, but an enemy, and gossiping about her. Meanwhile, she's on live stream crying her eyes out and is upset about what is going on with you two. Mom Dukes, you are despicable. You need to try your best to get down on those big fucked up ass knees and them damaged ass hips you got and pray. Because you as a mother failed this week. Now, Jasmine, as a daughter, girl, you need to pray too. You don't come for your mother's throat like that, even though mom did something dumb. That's still your mother. And you don't play out family business on the streets. That was stupid. Chrissy knows who she was dealing with, and she came through like a thief in the night and made all of y'all look dumb as hell. Okay? Dumb as hell, slow as hell. And there's no way I'm going to sit and talk to someone who said, why do I need to be jealous about a baby that can't sit up? That's your grandson you love so much, Mom Dukes. But Chrissy is sitting over there talking about Legendary, your precious youngest grandson, being slow, and that she's not jealous of a baby who can't sit up. What's wrong with you? Ivy, but remember, you're talking about you and your mom. This is Jasmine, who wasn't really raised by her mother, and clearly a very jealous ass conniving mother who wants to have some piece of the pie. I don't know what it is, but someone who doesn't have good boundaries. You wouldn't do that because I'm assuming you and your mom have appropriate boundaries, and your mom wouldn't befriend your arch enemy. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, look what's been happening in the news lately. You got those people who beat the shit out of Shanquilla Robinson showing up to Mrs. Robinson's house and talking about what they were going to wear to the funeral, and got ghost when the autopsy came out. They probably didn't think that the parents were smart. They probably thought the parents were slow, didn't think they had enough coin to do the second autopsy, and didn't realize that, yeah, when they got those results, that they would be looking at them funny. Them kids got ghost. Not even kids, those adults in their 20s got ghost. Okay? There are people that they don't like you. They may even hate you. 3 people, including the one that beat her to death, went to the mother's house. How do you think that makes that mother feel at this moment that she opened up the door to the woman who snapped her daughter's, you know what I mean? Like, girl, off her daughter, basically. All right. Mom Dukes, that's what you did. You allowed the enemy into your home. And you know what? Maybe this needed to happen. Sometimes, like, we got to see the silver lining, guys. It may have made you feel uncomfortable because you have respect for your mother. You have a respect for the good Lord. You're not trying to go against any of those OG tablets that Moses came out onto Mount Sinai with, talking about honor thy father and thy mother. You would not think to break a 10 commandment. Okay, period. All right. On Jesus, Mary, and Joseph on this holy week. Okay. You would not. But Mom Dukes needs to understand there's people out here on YouTube that are treacherous. They don't have the good in them. Okay. Strong Mommy Chrissy marked Cheryl. Cheryl fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Was this a play? I don't think that this was a skit in terms of Jasmine and all of them getting together. No way. There's some real hate here. Jasmine was really crying. Chris wouldn't have any parts in that. Jasmine would not put her relationship up with Chris, her kid's father, for coin like that. And Chris is not. Girl, there, look, we've seen stuff play out here on YouTube. If anybody was playing, it was the player. It was the strong mommy mother. It was the bitch that don't fuck with you, don't like you, and wanted revenge. When Chrissy went live with all that nonsense, all that history, hold on a second, because we didn't finish the video. But when Chrissy sat up here, she already knew what she was gonna do. Okay. She already knew what she was going to do, and she was prepared to do it. I don't care what anybody says, and I'll probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm here to tell the truth, and I've been saying that since day one when I showed up on these YouTube streets. People didn't like it. Now I hear some of the things I used to talk about, commonly talked about openly. It's not a big deal anymore. But when I used to say it, it was like, who does she think she is? She thinks she's better. It's been 4 fucking years. Okay. Remember, I used to do this for a whole year on a whole nother channel, driving my ass for 45 minutes to my job. Okay. And back. I've been doing this commentary and watching these channels and watching these women operate for a long time. Chrissy knew what she was going to do, and she found an open door to make Jasmine look bad. There is no way that you give someone your word that you respect and you just are like, well, I had to do it. There's something called integrity. And when you say you're going to do something, your word is your bond. And when you don't do it, your word counts for nothing but shit. Okay. Um, and that's it. And I said it and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my opinion. That's my opinion. And she lied to Mom Dukes to get her confidence. Mom Dukes is obviously thirsty for friends and wanted someone to talk to. And she thought that this person was the one to talk to, which was an epic fail on her part. And once again, if you're just coming in, I don't care about Jasmine cussing her mom out. This has to not be anything new. This is how they do. You wouldn't cuss your mom out because you got the good sense the Lord gave you and you have respect. Jasmine does not. Jasmine is a whole masculine mess over there. Jasmine is not in her refined, womanly, feminine energy to understand to do things in appropriate manner and that you are a mother and an example to your daughters, and neither is Chrissy. Chrissy just knows how to put on a wig and some makeup. But when Chrissy's 4 daughters have the opportunity to show her how to kiss some ass or give some ass to kiss, she gonna see it because word on the street is she's giving her own mother her ass to kiss. Did Mom Dukes not say that in some of these messages? Did Mom Dukes not allude to Chrissy and her mother not having the best of relationships? So how would you expect a woman who doesn't have a great relationship with their mother to all of a sudden put on a show for the YouTube streets? Jasmine clearly heard her mother there's issues. It may not be as bad as it could be, but I'm sure it's worse today than it was 2 days ago, sis. Now, Chrissy and her mother, just because Chrissy went over and used her mom's apartment for content, we didn't see Chrissy making her damn bed. Chrissy's over there showing her mom's dirty sheets, dirty pillows, cleaning her mom's toilet, showing her mother's shower chair. Do you not have any respect for your mom's privacy? Maybe your mom didn't want us to know that she uses a seat to shower. Maybe your mom didn't want us to know that she don't have a nice set of fluffy ass pillows. Why don't you go buy her some from Costco? Instead of messing around with other people's moms, why don't you go take care of what you got to take care of over there and get your mom's bed together right? Why don't you go handle some business in your own backyard instead of messing around with other people's mamas? Making them look stupid, making them look dumb. I mean, Jasmine is no saint out here, and Jasmine has gotten herself involved in a whole lot of shit. But when you start involving the family members, I mean, look, people play some real fucked up ass games out here. And I'm sorry. It's just like, what do you want me to say? Well, Jasmine shouldn't have talked to her mother like that. Jasmine's mother shouldn't have been in Strong Mommy Chrissy's inbox. Strong Mommy Chrissy went to her and talked to her like that because she knew she could. These people are not loyal. These people have no loyalty. They have no boundaries and they're fugazi. Okay. It's sad. It's very sad and it's pathetic that right before Christmas, but at the end of the day, Jasmine, it appears, so they say, maybe, that they have cleared some air. I don't know if that's true or not, girls. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let me get you ready on my phone. Oh, Jesus, help me. It's so remedial. It's remedial. This is so, y'all still on this shit? And I'm not talking to the chat. I'm talking to Mom Dukes and her daughter. Y'all need to get your shit together. Jasmine, you are in your 30s and you want to be a married woman. It ain't happening, sis, no time soon. Chris is no prize, but he's a man and there's more of them than there are of us. and there's someone who will scoop him up. Okay. Clearly, you can see there are people out here who don't mind your leftovers. And no offense to Hannah or anything, but at the end of the day, there's people out here who will take your leftover meat. Okay. They will eat your leftovers. Okay. So Chris is in a different position than he was when we first met Chris 2 years ago. And there's someone who, you know, uh, black man with 45 jobs and 4 kids and 3 baby moms. I mean, girl, something's better than nothing. I mean, girl, we know how some of these people on the YouTube streets roll. We know how that works. Okay. You know how that works, right? Right, Chrissy? You know how that works, right? Right? Okay. Y'all know how it works. All right. Chrissy talking about deflecting. This is what Chrissy was deflecting from. Okay. That's what Chrissy was deflecting from. And you know what? This is Chrissy was deflecting from the fact that Myjazzylife sits up there and likes sister girl's pictures. Look at that. And let me read. Good morning. It's me, Mom Dukes. Jasmine, next time you're going to write something for your mom. Poor Jasmine. She's so slow. We would just assume that it's you, Mom Dukes, because it's your page. But Jasmine, because she's not that good of a liar and she's slow, or it's Mom Dukes. You know why if Mom Dukes wrote this, she would write it like this. This means that Mom Dukes never manages her page. Only thing Mom Dukes does is know how to hit the live button. So it's 2 scenarios. Either Jasmine wrote it and she's slower than the slowest slow bus broke down on the side of the street, or it's Mom Dukes using the community tab and she's never used it before because Jasmine manages her page. You got me? It's one of the two. All right. Good evening. It's me, Mom Dukes. Just wanted to come and post on my community tab. As an adult, I can admit when I have made mistakes. Let me see. Do I have any? Hold on a second. Yo, this is super duper ghetto. Hold on a second. Let me find. Okay, let's. Good evening. It's me, Mom Dukes. Just wanted to come and post on my community tab. As an adult, I can admit when I have made mistakes. I made a mistake that really hurt my daughter's feelings. I would never do or say anything. I'm going to read this exactly how she wrote it. I would never do or say anything he, her, my daughter, or grandkids, or anyone. My friends have always called me the gentle giant. Always trying to make sure everyone is good. This weekend, I made a mistake in thinking that my daughter was being hurt and abused, which didn't happen. I made another bad decision to communicate with someone that I thought cared, but was told they did malicious posts to make my daughter and grandkids look like they are being abused and make you look stupid. I had to add that in. I apologize to my daughter for hurting her. I will be deleting my page soon. I don't even like watching mess. I rather watch people living in their vehicles being happy. Oh, she likes van life, guys. I thought she used to like mukbangs, celebrity news. All this so-called YouTube streets is toxic for anyone. The comments were hilarious. Okay. People wrote stuff like, Jazz, we know you're writing this ish. This is not Dukes. We know it's you, Jazz. You're in, and your interpreter wide back. Okay. Let me roll that. Hold on a second. Okay, let me put this, let me do this the right way. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's share this tab. Let us taking time to heal and live my life complete. Okay. Look at Mom Dukes and Jackie. Mom Dukes, make your own friends. I don't care if your friends are 25. Make your own friends. Stop trying to be friends. Stop fangirling over your daughter's friends, okay? Oops. Okay, that's the letter we just read. Okay, we just read this. If you want to see this, it's posted. It's posted. It's in videos. It's not a short. Okay. Here we go. And the fact that you are not going to protect your grandkids says a lot. This is sad at this point. There was no need to apologize for protecting your daughter, but putting this post up is not helping. Let me say this. Mom Dukes is silly. She's a silly semi-slow lady. She's probably just slow, period, but whatever. Anyway, you know, I think Mom Dukes is sitting around watching way too much YouTube. Okay? This is what I think. Okay? Mom Dukes is watching reaction videos a lot. And I think that she has been duped. And no matter what you guys think that Chris is abusing her, I think Jasmine is a woman that likes to tussle. I think Jasmine doesn't mind being aggressive with her man. Jasmine is very masculine. Jasmine is a bugaboo. Jasmine says she likes to argue to the point where someone doesn't even want to be with her anymore. Okay? Yeah, she didn't write that. I mean, look, they could have written it together. I don't know. I don't know and I don't care. I'm just going to be honest. I just think that Mom Dukes, as a mother, showed no loyalty. And as a mother, if you show no loyalty, what do you expect? This is someone this is like her going, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. It's inconceivable to me. The layers of, look, I'm not trying to be funny here, but word on the street is that one of this woman's children belonged to her cousin's husband. That's not just cap. And if you see the picture, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. If this is the type of woman, allegedly, that would sleep with her cousin's man and make a baby, if that is the case, do you think she gives a fuck about Jasmine and her mother? Jasmine was sitting up there playing checkers and Chrissy was over there playing chess. Okay? Period. Do you hear me? If you hear me, hit the like button. Okay? This is somebody who, word on the street, allegedly has a baby with her cousin's man. And if you see the pictures, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? And if it's not true, it's not true. That's the gossip, sis. We do reactions, reviews, and commentary on these videos. The pictures are on the YouTube streets. You guys can find them. Okay? and they're also on a certain thread on the internet. Okay. All right. So that's that on that. But that's why that's why this man right here wants to get his paternity test, and Sister Girl is pushing for that. Okay. And that's why this sis over here wanted to exact revenge, because she feels a way. When she made that video the other day, she went through a laundry list of things. There is no way on God's green earth that a mother who is loyal to their daughter should be having conversations with someone who called your grandson slow, who said that why would I be jealous of a baby who can't even sit up? Mom Dukes, you didn't hear about that? You didn't hear about that? Mom Dukes is mad because her daughter doesn't have time for her, because her daughter's been getting into a man who's been getting into her. Now, whether hips is a prize, who cares? I don't want hips. You want someone out there really want hips? These two are getting into each other, okay? Mom Dukes misses her daughter, but she don't know how to communicate because she lacks love for herself. If this is a woman who loved herself and was handling her own business, she wouldn't be seeking out people who are seeking out opportunities to get at her daughter to make them look dumb and slow and stupid and show the fractures in relationships. You guys can say whatever, like the low-hanging fruit is Jasmine cussed out her mother. Okay. She cussed out her mother. She's wrong. Absolutely. She's going to have to answer for that. That's the lowest of the low. But she was hurt because her mother betrayed her with a woman who she feels has done her wrong. Now, has Jasmine done Chrissy wrong? Of course she has. But I don't know that she has been on the phone talking to Cassandra getting Chrissy's dirt. So Mom Duke said that she was going to go live, but she didn't go live. Was that in the previous comment? Hold on. She put up another comment talking about, hold on a second. She said that she was going to go live, but she didn't because she's not feeling well and she's taking some time to study. God, I wish I could find that comment. Where is it? Okay. Did I put that up? There it is. Okay. So I guess people started going in. Mom Duke says, "This is my post. This is my post, Mom Dukes. I would have gone live, but I don't feel good and I'm studying for a test for my job." Okay? The next person said, "You don't feel good, but you're studying." Most times, if one doesn't feel good, studying is the last thing on your mind. Somebody check on Cheryl Dukes, please. Girl. Then someone down below says, "I don't think Chrissy is being malicious. The truth hurts, especially when it's to the one you love." Look, I get it. These two both have beef with each other. At the end of the day, Chrissy should never have used this woman's mother. It's Chrissy's fault that Mom Dukes is being talked about at this moment. It's her fault. Like, Mom Dukes didn't have to be part of this. If you had a whole computer full of receipts, if you have a full computer full of receipts, then you had plenty to skewer Jasmine without dragging her mother into this at Christmas and making for a very awkward, bad Christmas for the children. If you care about the children, because you know why, Riza? Because Mom Dukes doesn't have a channel. Jasmine has a channel where she puts up content that her mother films. Jasmine edits and manages everybody's page. Hers, Chris's, her cooking channel, her main channel, and all of that social media. Mom Dukes doesn't post shit. Only thing Mom Dukes knows how to do is go live and film. YouTube is not her thing. YouTube is Jasmine's thing. Jasmine was trying to create a source of revenue so her mom didn't have to get a second job, so her mom could babysit her kids. You understand? She put up a channel so she could make that easy money. But you know what? It's always going to be easy for your mom because your mom's not doing the work. Jasmine is lazy. So Jasmine has bursts of energy where she wants to do a lot of stuff and she's highly productive. But Jasmine battles with depression and loneliness. And sometimes, even if Jasmine even has a full house full of people, sis still feels lonely because she's got work to do on the inside for herself. There could be 25 men sitting up in there trying to do whatever, however, whenever to her, for her. But sis has some inadequacy within herself, and clearly Mom Dukes does as well. When you are a whole grown up, a whole satisfied, fully functioning, let's just say 90% or better human being on these YouTube streets, it doesn't matter who the fuck shows up and doesn't. Do you understand? All these, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just speak for myself. I do this thing solo dolo. Okay. Nobody, period. This is a solo endeavor. And I appreciate all of the people who come to support whatever, but understand I was going live with nobody in the chat room, putting up my content, waiting for someone to show up with one subscriber, my vlog channel. Okay. When I decided to put this content onto another platform, this was on my vlog channel, there was nobody. I started from one, just like everybody else starts a new channel. Okay. Mom Dukes didn't do that. Mom Dukes, Jasmine put up a channel for Mom Dukes, and 1,000 people came like overnight. Jasmine showed her how to go live. 3 years later, she still didn't know how to edit a video. She still didn't even know how to put up a video. Jasmine told the story that her mother was going to pay $300 to take her editing class. Why? Why? She's not going to put up content. She said she wanted to learn, but after 3 years, you still hadn't learned. And still hadn't. This is Jasmine's channel, just to answer your question, okay? So someone doesn't think that Chrissy was wrong to do what she did. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, what happened was because you were taking things out on Jasmine, if Chrissy, let's just say Chrissy meant for good to warn Mom Dukes about what's going on with her daughter, it didn't become anything but between you and her. You know why Chris got left out of this? Because this wasn't brought in the spirit of intervention. I care about Jasmine. This is, I hate you and I hate your nigga. And I'm going to make you look stupid because I'm going to let you know even your mama don't fuck with you like that. Okay? That's what she did. That's what she did. Okay? This was not about saving Jasmine. This was not about talking about Chris. This was about making Jasmine look stupid by using her mother and capitalizing on an event that happened that people started talking about. Come on now. Let's like, why? Because she had enough information. She had enough to move forward. Was this a skit? Maybe it wasn't a skit. Maybe it was just a play. Maybe Chrissy was gathering her information and getting the opportunity to advance and make Jasmine look dumb. People do this shit all the time. You think Strong Mommy Chrissy's above running a play? Come on now. She says she's not new to this. She's true to this. She's been here for 12 years. You see how happy-go-lucky she was when she sat there at her desk trying to look like a whole reactor, exposing the person who was exposing her 6 months ago or however many months ago it was now, and ends up doxing someone's whole family and not even had the right person. just because someone put out a picture of some pissy ass mattresses and a dumpster full of some bullshit in front of another house she doesn't owe that she's in the process of getting evicted from. I mean, okay. Dukes and SMC were friends as King as SMC and Jazz were friends. Dukes and SMC decided to remain. Look, that's not her friend. Did we see any text messages about anything other than Jasmine? Did you? I mean, maybe I missed them. Did you see anything about how are you doing today? How's your kids? What's going on with your family? Everything was about Jasmine. If you get on the phone today and have conversations with people about other people and you guys never talk about yourselves, that's not your friend. That's just a sounding board for you to pop your shit off about someone else. Okay? If you never ask, how was my day? What's going on? What am I doing? Getting to know me as a woman, you're not my friend. If you're sitting there letting me dump into you about your daughter and you're sitting there retaining and saying you'll never divulge this, but it is digital currency to you and it's on the line, that's not your friend. That's not her friend. Not her friend, never been her friend. I'm sorry, that's not a friend. If you think that's a friend, then I'm sis, all due respect. What was that noise? Hold on one second. Okay, I had to check on things in my house. That's not your friend. Like if one of your neighbors outside, if you and your next door neighbor always meet in the front yard to talk about the neighbor across the street, sis, that's just your neighbor. That's not your friend. I can't stand how she parks her car. Look at her. Her dresses are always too tight. She says she got to be at work at 9 o'clock, but she always pulls out at 9:15. She gonna run one of these kids over speeding out the neighborhood. That's not your friend. That's the next bitch that you gossip with about the person across the street. When you bring a banana bread over there and you ask her how her mother is who just had a stroke, or you ask her if there's something that she needs, or you say, do you need me to I'm going to the grocery store, you need for me to pick something up? When you are not gossiping with someone, when you are talking about yourself, when there is genuine concern, Chrissy being friends with Mom Dukes does not consist of her telling Mom Dukes to stop doing stuff for her kid. A lot of you don't like Jasmine. Okay. So understand when Chrissy's over there saying, Jasmine's an adult, you shouldn't do anything for her. Some of y'all's parents cut you off a long time ago, or some of your parents don't have the financial means to do anything for you. Some people have low key jealousy. Some people also might feel a certain type of way that just feels like Jasmine takes way too much advantage of the kindness of the internet. Okay. Check yourself in the bushes. Check yourself. I don't give a fuck what Jasmine's mother does for her. I was highly blessed by my parents until the day they exited and went to heaven, went to their next better and most sacred assignment, okay? And blessed me from the grave. Okay? Period. And that's facts. I could give a shit if Jasmine's mother wants to run her credit and do for her daughter. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like everything I do every day is so that my daughter, when I exit, has everything she needs. Okay. Period. Now, are you going to get a lecture? Are you going to get some tough love? Am I going to just write you one check? Am I going to make you earn it? Am I going to make you maybe even write me a check that I'm going to cash as soon as I know you have the money? Make you write me a little promissory note in the form of write me a check. Oh, you're good now? Okay, I'm getting ready to deposit check 1 of 5. I'm gonna take my payments. And maybe I won't cash it. Maybe I'll flip it to a gift. Maybe I'll just say, you know what? She'll just keep seeing that money still in her account. Mom, you didn't cash that check yet? No. Because maybe I want you to have $1,000 cushion in your account. And knowing that that check is out here that I might cash it any minute is going to teach you how to not touch some money. Okay. But those are things that don't need to play out on the YouTube streets. These people are just dumb. I'm sorry. They're just, they slow. Okay. But don't be fooled, guys. I mean, is Strong Mommy Chrissy evil incarnate? No, I don't think so. But she's a spiteful ass woman who feels a certain way and clearly still has deep seated jealousy and contempt for Jasmine. And Jasmine, I would suggest leave her alone. Sis doesn't want to know you. She don't fuck with you. She don't like you. She will do anything to make you look bad. And you need to do a better job of staying close to your mom, just like the person said in the comments. Stay close to your mother. You stay close to your mother, you wouldn't be able to have an infiltrator. You wouldn't have someone in her inbox making you look stupid. Okay? You wouldn't have that happening. If you leave a boiling pot on your stove, guess what it's going to do over time? Girl, it's going to create a whole, girl, it's going to burn your whole house down. You and Chrissy have been simmering for a long time. Leave her alone. If you don't like, you think Chrissy is throwing subliminals at you, let her. And Chrissy, if Jasmine is throwing subliminals at you, who cares? Didn't you say you that bitch? What else are people to do? If you girl, if you're up high and people are down low, what else? Why would you expect anything different? Miss Trendsetter, Miss Batty. Aren't people supposed to be talking about you? That's what people do. Huh? Like, come on now, make it make sense. Either you believe the hype or you don't. You say you're one thing, but you're acting like a whole complete another. Like it's not cute. It's like these people can learn the little sound bites, but girl, the walk and the talk not matching up. Okay, the walk and talk don't match up. Y'all all lame. Everybody's slow. Everybody's hurt. That's awful. Walk by faith. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm good. Okay, guys, I'm back. We had a power outage. I don't know what's going on. Do you think it's because they're cutting down those trees?
Yeah, they cutting down the trees and they doing some work
Okay.
outside the neighborhood.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm on my phone. So listen, and you know that look, when you're speaking facts, it is what it is. The devil doesn't want you celebrating what they don't want you to know. At the end of the day, um, these women, their walks and their talks don't match. And that's obvious. It's obvious. And they don't like people speaking the truth over them. And this has been a problem since day one. Okay. There's been a problem since day one. Strong mommy Chrissy feels away. She has an ego problem. I've talked about this for years. She walks in her ego. That's why her and Tuna are very much alike. Jasmine is I Jasmine is the type of person who is very insecure. Okay. And it's unfortunate. Okay, our power just came back on. Um She's very insecure. Oh, it's funny because I was like, how am I on the internet? But I'm on Wi-Fi. Okay. I was like, how am I on the internet if the Wi-Fi, if everything is just off? But now my monitors just came back on. Okay. I'm almost afraid. So we're gonna finish up this commentary and then I'm gonna do the Jeremy commentary afterwards. And I'm gonna reset this up. But at the end of the day, these women, we're getting ready to celebrate Christmas. And the fact I stand on this 100%. The fact that the fact that Chrissy decided to do this around Christmas is shameful because she, like I said, you can look at it two different ways and you can see the silver lining. The bottom line is that there's obviously some fracture in the relationship with this mother and daughter, and it's very sad. It's very sad. Does Jasmine deserve what she gets? To some of you, absolutely. Does Chrissy deserve what she gets? Absolutely. Is Chrissy a bad person because she got 50, 11 kids? No. We just know she's thirsty and she loves men. Okay. And she don't mind having a baby. That's what we know. Okay. Jasmine is looking for love in all the wrong places. She's mad because Chrissy obviously said this. I'm a hoe, but Jasmine had way more many men that she was dealing with, and I was only dealing with one. Jasmine had 4 abortions, and I've got however okay. You know what? I need to keep going live early in the morning before these crews even get out here. They're cutting down a bunch of trees. Um, Girl, yes, Marissa, you didn't see that? It's like in the first part of her live. Anyway, long story short, and like I said, I'm gonna shut this down and I'm gonna set up another one. The bottom line is this, y'all. Nobody's right, everybody was wrong. I hope that at this time when we're celebrating the birth of the Savior, because we all know this is Christmas. That's the reason for the season, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, all these decorating, all the trees, all the gifts, all the goodwill, happy holidays. Okay, all of those things that you will remember the reason for the season. And the bottom line is that I'm gonna say I do blame Chrissy because Chrissy obviously orchestrated this shit. Chrissy put it together. Chrissy's word wasn't shit. Chrissy dragged Mom Dukes into this. Jasmine was sitting there crying her eyes out. Whether you feel sorry for Jasmine or not, feel sorry for the kids, that the kids are going to have a very awkward Christmas. Is that your fault for laughing or your fault for watching? No, it's the three women's fault who were in this. Why is no one talking about Chris? Because it wasn't about Chris. It was about the relationship with Jasmine and strong mommy Chrissy. Okay. Jasmine doesn't give a fuck about Jasmine. I mean, Chrissy doesn't give a fuck about Jasmine. You think that Chrissy really cares if Jasmine is getting her ass beat? Chrissy needs to worry about having damn uh dry rot. What is that stuff? Drywall in her hair. Chrissy had the same stuff being done to her. But somehow Jasmine is happy. Jasmine is still with her man. Chrissy is on her own, single, running around here looking silly, trying to go on dates, all the stuff. And Jasmine is still home with her big hips man. I don't know why Chrissy would even care about that. But if Chrissy is worried about someone getting their ass beat, you need to be worried about your own ass being beat. Okay. You were with a guy for 2 years with criminal background checks talking about Strangler Bay. Okay. Why are you so worried about Jasmine? You need to be worried about yourself. Heal yourself. Mind your business. Handle what you need to handle in Colorado. Figure out why one of your kids looks like not the person you're trying to put that baby on. Okay? Get ready for some paternity tests. You said you was going to rock some pockets. Rock them pockets. Rock the pockets. Did she say she was going to be rocking some pockets? Girl. Okay? Rock the, get back to, hold on a second. I can do this on my phone. I just don't do this on my phone a lot. Girl, she said she was going to be rocking some pockets. Notice how when girl, I don't know what happened. Maybe she got a cash app. See, what y'all don't know is that when it's convenient for her to talk about certain things, she gonna talk about it. Okay, she gonna talk about it. She gonna be about it. She gonna do all these things. When it wasn't convenient anymore, she went ahead and flipped the topic. Okay, Jasmine was out there looking silly, calling Chris being a bugaboo over to her mom's house. Mom Dukes puts up a text. Now all of a sudden you're concerned. But when Jasmine said she was concerned, praying for you or whatever, even though that was fugazi, it was fugazi. But now all of a sudden you're concerned. And Mom Dukes, being slow, still thinks there's a glimmer of hope for two people who were never really friends, thinking that Chrissy really cares. Chrissy don't care. Chrissy was setting up some receipts. And if you guys don't see it my way, that's fine. I respect that. I respect that everybody can make their own decisions and everybody sees things differently and we all have different experiences. Me personally, in the Toad Princess, Tiana's man, what was his name? Uh I forgot what his name was. The prince. Anyway, she had to, wasn't she was even a frog, right? They both turned into toads, but whatever. The end of the day, this is called your courting period. This is the time. I mean, you don't need to be collecting bodies, you don't need to be having babies with everybody, but Jasmine hasn't had very many men, just like Keisha. Jasmine has had sexual relationships, but Jasmine hasn't had real relationships, but with two guys, obviously, right? She was dating that guy, Chris. The guy, Chris, was busting her down when he found out she was pregnant. She was on her own. He ghosted her. A guy that ghosts you is not in love with you, and that was not a real relationship. He probably was sliding through in the late night, and she got pregnant, and he bounced, right? Chrissy was having a feud with her baby father. They started talking about damn paternity tests, and she was popping her shit, talking about she's taking them to paternity court and she was gonna whoop some ass. Um, Next thing you know, she's talking about Jasmine, and we haven't heard nothing else about Steffi G. Steffi G posted a picture last night, was like, I'm still waiting. Okay, I'm here. Okay, that's some deflecting. Okay. They both were wrong. Like, can we say this 100,000 times? Maybe I'll title this live. They both were wrong. Forget about they both were wrong. They all are wrong. How about that? They're all wrong. At the end of the day, Chrissy set up Mom Dukes, and if you don't see that, that's your business. Someone who says that they're not going to do something doesn't do it. Someone who gives someone, especially an elder, your word, and then you expose them, like I'm gonna say like this, it needed to be exposed because Jasmine needed to know what her mom was doing, and Mom Dukes needed to be exposed for being a messy mom, a messy grandmother, a messy woman, messy period. You don't go behind your daughter's back and deal with your daughter's enemy, period. As the elder, as the one who should be setting the pace for the younger women who are watching and seeing how they think that grown women are supposed to operate, more grown than you. Okay? Chrissy was collecting receipts. People don't see that, that's your business. But at the end of the day, Jasmine told off her mom because she was hurt. Jasmine and her mom obviously have a very bad relationship, because if they had a great relationship, there's no way Chrissy should have been able to have the type of conversations with Mom Dukes that she did. I didn't see one receipt talking about what are you doing this weekend? How's everything going? I didn't get to say goodbye to you before I left Texas. There was no conversation between the two of them regarding a friendship. Chrissy or Mom Dukes, at any time, if you want to prove that you guys had a real relationship outside of trashing Jasmine, step on up with it. Okay? Chrissy, you said you don't want to put anything out that doesn't serve you. Put something out that shows that you actually were really friendly with Mom Dukes and not on some trashing her daughter. Prove it. Provide a receipt. That's what I want to see. Provide a receipt that you weren't just talking about your daughter behind her back. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Jasmine dealt with a pimp. So dealing with Chris, and he brings home a couple of dollars. Like, what? So I don't know, guys. Look, that's my take on it. You guys run it up in the comments. You guys run it up here in the chat. At the end of the day, we are all gonna see things a certain type of way. If you love on your mom, you talk to your mom. This chat is gonna make you call your mom, have a conversation with her, just because, like, when I watch an episode of, I don't know, sometimes I watch a cooking show, it makes me want to bake. You know what I mean? If you're triggered to call your mom after this, good. If you if this double confirms, you know what, I'm talking to someone that I probably shouldn't be, it's a little bit inappropriate, I'm having an inappropriate conversation, not sexual, because everything inappropriate doesn't mean sexual. Inappropriate as in, I probably would be looking really bad to a lot of people if they knew that I was friends with this person. Stop it. Stop it. Because you never know what receipts are being collected on you. And just be a receipt. Just have your integrity. Okay? Because I've said this numerous times on the YouTube streets. Yeah, produce a fucking receipt. If you got something that says something, show it. When people can say what they want to say and they can't provide a receipt, yeah, it's just talk. It's just talk. But we have seen the the disloyalty. We have seen the trifling ass behavior. To me, oh, Jasmine and Mom Dukes look really bad. No, I'm sorry. Chrissy looks worse. We wouldn't even be talking about this right now. Jasmine and Chrissy having an argument on the internet is just another Saturday night. They do this shit all the time. You know why Tuna didn't get involved, even though her kids are there? Because this is a bigger issue that really she doesn't need to be in. This thing was going to play out all by itself. She dragged, it's like Chrissy going over there to Stella, or Stella reaching out to Strong Mommy Chrissy. Like, just imagine. Mom Dukes left herself open. There is no parts of, oh, they stayed close. Stayed close about what? The only text messages that she showed were them trashing Jasmine. That's close? Are you kidding me? If that's close, Jasmine needs to really check to see if that's a relationship she really needs to have with her mother beyond cordial. Okay? That was wrong. That was absolutely wrong. And orchestrating that and then putting it out, it's one thing for her to be all high and mighty in the bathroom and talk about it. When she put out those receipts to show Mom Dukes looking slow and stupid, girl, that was awful. Chrissy is mad. Chrissy has been done away. Chrissy's been out here looking silly for a long time. Chrissy feels away, and she's upset. And no matter how dusty Chris is, I'm telling you, Chrissy has a whole track record of being thirsty for a man. And the fact that a woman that she does not respect at all is sitting around with a whole man who, whether he is apple pie to us or not, at the end of the day, did I say apple pie? No, well, not that apple pie, but you know what I'm saying? Peaches and cream, okay? Um, somebody's mad. I mean, to me, it sounds like jealousy to me. Jealous of what? Jealous that she has help. Jealous of what? She been with the same man for a couple of years. He might not be your cup of tea, but jealous of what? He gave her a baby. Jealous of what? She's happy. It might not be my benchmark for happy. It might not be your benchmark for happy, but sis is proud of her of her man, okay? Now, what y'all want to do and think about that, it's up to you. But you know what I'm saying? All of us know somebody that's like, girl, she's so happy. Da 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 da. Girl, people are gonna learn lessons about displaying your man online. I even had to learn a lesson about displaying my man online because people, when they feel like they look better than you, they're cuter than you, they're younger than you, they butt sits higher than you, whatever, they're gonna try to come up with the reasons why you're not worthy to have what you have, just so they feel like less of a loser because they're sitting in a different place than where they want to be. Am I talking to someone right now? Okay. 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 People need to do the mathematics to not feel bad. All right. Chrissy shouldn't even be so aware of what Jasmine has going on. If Chrissy was as bad of a bitch as she says she is, she would not even be aware of what's going on. And again, I'm going to speak on myself. I'm a YouTuber. I have a channel. People say, did you see that? There are people on this app. I don't even know what's going on in their channel. I don't go to their bushes. If something comes up that's interesting enough, I might, swerve, pull over for a second. Okay, what's going on? Okay, still not interested. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to their channels. I'm not sitting in their bushes. I don't want to hear what they have to say about me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If it's something of a criminal nature that I need to document, get a screenshot, get a link, put it in my file. Yes, I have to. But on GP, I don't care. And Chrissy needs to not care. That's it. Let me see what you guys are saying. It's giving you still care. Okay? Still waiting on Olivia to show her true colors to Jasmine. And she will. Just let it play out. Okay, Lady B. Ashley, just let it play out. People are who they are. Okay? So yes, will Jasmine will and Lady B. Ashley, to your point, let's say this. What's Olivia's true colors? Um, will she betray her? Well, Olivia has already talked about Jasmine. Olivia has already mistreated Jasmine. Jasmine has low self-esteem that she would even entertain making an enemy into a friend. Okay? It's sad, but it's true. Okay? Now, will Olivia show her true colors? What's her true colors? Being friends with someone who's keeping your friends close and your enemies closer? Let that soak in. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Is that her true? That might be her true colors. So if Jasmine is truly her enemy, she's keeping her closer. All right. She's being smart. If you're a receipt collecting, busybody, play running ass, YouTube playing like you're not a play running troll, okay? Just because you got some subscribers and you think you're better than other people, okay? Maybe Olivia is already showing her true colors. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Chrissy showed she's for the long game. She was playing chess, not checkers. Okay, Jasmine, you want to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slide into your mama's DMs. I'm going to show you. Okay? Jasmine's true colors is just dumb. Dumb, gullible, and slow. Chris knows this. Whenever he decides to not stick around anymore, we'll be here to see the shit show, crying. We broke up, all of the things. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Treat these people as TV shows because that's what they're doing. They're out here monetizing everything, collecting their coins. Let them. Erica, you're laughing. All three hoes, that's what they have in common. Absolutely. And no loyalty. Chrissy was pissed about that house in Virginia league and she sure did. She talked about all of it. Watch the stop deflecting video and tell me you're friends with Mom Dukes. We see you, Ty Cherie. Okay. Chrissy was pissed about the house in Virginia. Okay. Christina and Jasmine was best friend. They call each other sisters, so that means you have to have something in common. I cannot imagine being friends with Jazz. Okay. Um, I've got three blood, both parent sisters, and I've got friends, I've got people that I've known my whole life. I've got friends I've known for 30 years. I've got friends all different ages and stages, right? I've never called anyone a sister, but my sisters, because that relationship that I have with them is so close. And it's not to diminish relationships that I have with other people, but sister is a title and a position that nobody has the right to have other than the people that were birthed by my parents. That's just how I feel about it. I don't call anybody a sister because a sister, a true, now there are disloyal people who are family because we just saw a mother be extremely disloyal. But I wouldn't call some woman that I'm friends with, no matter how much I love her, care about her, she's a friend, she's a best friend, she's my dearest friend. This is my rider, this is whatever. I don't, why? I'm not gonna call, like, there's one husband. You know what I'm saying? I have one brother. I have one father. I have one mother. Even if I had a stepfather or whatever, people have their titles and their place for a reason. All of this putting people in places where they don't belong. A sister is a person who was birthed by your parents, one or both, or someone who was given by adoption, by legal. You got the law involved. Some woman who you love, there's that's a very beautiful title as calling someone a friend. Everybody is not a friend. Keep people in their proper place. This goes along with calling men your husband that are not. This comes with calling people trusted who are not. This is what I would say. Be careful of the titles that you give people and make sure they are worthy to possess the titles that you are putting on them. Everybody is not worthy. Everybody has not reached that level for those titles that we are bestowing on people like water. Okay? They're just not. Okay? Chrissy's over there, says husband, baby daddy, this, that, and the third. Girl, bye. She don't know what DeMarcus is. That's why DeMarcus is let me show you why DeMarcus is where he's at. Okay? Hubby, baby daddy, da bum, all the names we've heard her call him. That's why sis is over there and my jazzy life is over there liking that picture. You see that? Just imagine your husband. Okay? And is he a bum? Is he a great man? Well, that's not our fault she married him. Like, once again, so on top of that, this is number one. Stop giving out these titles. Number two, don't benchmark yourself against other people because you don't walk in their shoes and they damn sure don't walk in yours. Okay? Like, we can all relate to certain things, but the freedom and the less frustration you will encounter is thinking that everybody had 3 meals at night, that they had Christmas laid out first thing in the morning, that their mom operated like your mom operated. My mom was a whole lady, okay? She barely wore pants, okay? She wore dresses, outfits every day, always well dressed, always looking to perfection. She was an old school wife of a certain generation, okay? Am I that? No. I can't compare anyone to my mother. You know why? Because, yeah, there's not another like her. Don't compare your beautiful mother or ratchet mom to this ratchet mom or that ratchet mom. Are you kidding me? I don't even go into that mind frame because it's not even a comparison. I would never. I don't have to benchmark my mom against no damn Cheryl Dukes. Are you kidding me? I would never disrespect my mother like that. Never. Okay? So think about that. When you're like, oh, I would never do that, Jasmine, these two have a relationship that you don't have with your mother. And maybe someone out there maybe does. Maybe there's some people out here in the chat, in the bushes, on the replay that have had a tension filled relationship with their mother and they understand what this is all about. This is actually real, guys. Jasmine is wrong, and we can say that 50 different ways to next Sunday. Mom Dukes was wrong. Chrissy orchestrated this shit. So if you want to know if this was a skit, this was not a skit. Those two are not smart enough. Chrissy orchestrated this mess. Chrissy was running a play. Chrissy collected the receipts. Chrissy was waiting for the opportunity to make Jasmine and Cheryl look bad and deflect from the nonsense that's going on in hers, that she was talking more shit than a little bit, threatened paternity tests, threatened to rock pockets, and quickly tried to change the narrative and get it up off of her back and switch it to these dimwits, okay? Who just happened to drop a play into her lap because Chris went missing for a period of time, had Jasmine's van, had her sitting there calling him. Mom Dukes got herself involved. Chris said, "Why are you texting me?" She got insulted. Should Chris have said that? I'm not him. Like, that's between Jasmine and Chris. Chris needs to know, you say what you want. Don't ever be slick to my mother again. She needs to create some type of boundaries with that man. That's her problem. Okay? The difference is SMC had her babies, whereas Jazz, well, Jazz has 5. Look, we can look. Jasmine still lives in Austin. Chrissy lives in Colorado. Like, come on. Like, you don't think Chrissy had an abortion ever? I think she talked about contemplating it. Look, who cares? I don't look. I don't care how many kids these women have. I'm gonna be honest. If you don't believe in abortion, don't watch Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in having a bunch of babies with a bunch of random men, all through your 20s, Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I don't care. Me personally, I'm a live and let live people. At the end of the day, if you want to live your life having a bunch of kids, if you want to live your life messing up your fallopian tubes and wreaking havoc on your ovary, um, and your uterus, girl, have at it. Okay. The amount of babies that these women have, I do not care. It's just another storyline to follow. Uh yeah, I don't necessarily believe that. Now, considering the head count of children she has, it's highly likely she could have had every baby that she's considered or been pregnant with, but is it out of the realm of possibility that she could have had one or two abortions? Absolutely, she could have. Why not? It was legal. It was legal, and she may not have been ready for every pregnancy. Hey, S. Wiseman, you say you wake. Now what? S. Wiseman said her comments aren't being shown in the chat. S. Wiseman, go ahead and close out your Chrome and reset, boo boo. I don't know. You're not blocked, so I don't think you should be. I thought you were a mod. I don't know. I'll check, but I'm on my phone right now. We had a power outage. Our lights just came back on 10 minutes ago, so I can't see. But let me just say this to the person who says S. Wiseman, how are you seeing S. Wiseman? And I'm not. Um, so I don't know, boo. S. Wiseman, make sure to comment in this chat and I'll make sure that you're set. Okay, sis? I don't know what's going on, but sometimes you need to refresh either your whole entire Google Chrome or come out, come back in. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure it out. Okay, hun? Because I know I saw you in here the other day. But if someone is seeing S. Wiseman in here, clearly you're I'm not highlighting every comment. So maybe if that's the situation, I'm not sure. Because I'm on my phone. I normally don't do this on my phone. Um, what some man would want to marry. I don't know. What sane man would want to marry them? They're being well, DeMarcus married Chrissy. Gerard married Olivia. They're being supported by females who think they are loved by these men. Yeah, look, we can't fix everybody. Okay. Okay. So, number one, stop giving out titles to people who are not worthy. Okay. Don't benchmark people against, don't benchmark people against, look, for our discernment allows us, discernment and wisdom allows us to use what we know, what we've learned, what what the Holy Spirit downloads to us as what's right and um what what we want for our lives, right? When you're seeing what other people are doing and you are using your judgment to create to figure out what you're going to do or create or see, yeah, I wouldn't do that. That looks like a shitty ass situation, or oh, she seems like she's in danger, whatever the case might be, right? um just understand we can't fix everybody, even though we have discernment. So number two is, yeah, use your discernment and your wisdom wisely. Everyone doesn't deserve it. And number three, we can't fix everybody. Okay. One, stop giving out titles. Two, use your discernment and wisdom wisely. Number three, we can't fix everybody. And this is YouTube, sis. Enjoy the fucking show. Okay. Enjoy the shit show, because they put it up here, they monetize it for coin. You don't have to feel sorry for everybody, okay? These people are monetizing this shit for coin. They want us to watch it, and they don't, and most of them don't even want you to talk about it. They would prefer if you don't run their name and talk about them. They want you to just consume this and keep it popping and pushing, okay? They don't want your help, okay? Do you understand? They don't want our help. They just want us to watch it, give them their watch time, and keep it moving. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, guys. That's what I think about the receipts. That's what I think about Mom Duke shutting down her page. That's what I think about Chrissy going into 2023 um, on a plane of new existence, on not jumping into the bullshit, which I give her 30 days. I give sis 30 days to not be in some shit. Okay. I give her maybe 10 days to not get into it with Steffi G, because alcohol is going to be flowing. Christmas is going to be popping. 10 days is going to be New Year's Eve. Between now and New Year's Eve, we going to see if Chrissy will be back on the YouTube streets to pop her shit about something or someone. We will see, because Chrissy can't hold herself. I give her 10 days to not pop her shit, and I give her 30 days to not get back involved into something. Okay. So we gonna watch. I'm not praying on her downfall. I'm just speaking facts. Okay. I'm just talking about what I know, what I've seen. Sis don't have nobody over there to reel her back in and tell her to sit down and STFU. She don't have anybody over there. All she has, potentially, I don't know, because I'm not friends with that woman, is people like, girl, go live, go talk about it. Da, 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 da. Everyone have a blessed and productive day. Please stay positive. Thank you, sis. We want to see what them kids got for Christmas. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. Hugh, hopefully that's the last of this messy, but I don't think so, Marissa. We already know. These women sell their lives for coin, and there's too much ego involved. And this is, girl, we're gonna be talking about this again soon. So let's just mark the calendar. It's December 21st. Something's gonna pop off, okay? Oh, oops. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. All right. All right, guys, let me go because I'm on my phone. I will be back in a little bit. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm going to do the reaction on Jeremy's camping trip. I didn't mean to go this long, but like I said, we've had all kinds of shenanigans during this. We had a power outage for a couple of minutes. I had to go from my computer to my phone. So my apologies, y'all, but you guys get the drift. At the end of the day, I'm not kin to none of these people. All of them are messy, all of them are wrong, all of them could do better, all of them need to do better. And people's appetite and tolerance for this at this time of year, to your point, Marissa, people do want to see what the kids got for Christmas. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I agree with you. People want to see some Christmas behavior, but what I know is that over the past several years of watching some of these women and seeing what has transpired, that birthed Cloutmas last year, and that's why it is what it is. If anyone wonders why I call it Cloutmas, because it's a damn chase for some money. It's an opportunity to capitalize on the drama. People show their true colors when they've had some alcohol or money is involved, and that's it. So it's unfortunate, but we're gonna see this whole thing play out. We're gonna see if Jasmine has the nerve to go live over to her mother's house and see how this thing goes. Anyway, y'all, have a good day. Make sure to hit the like button for me. I appreciate all of you so much. Happy holidays. Merry Cloutmas. I will be back in a little bit. If you're in the bushes, your notifications are not set. Set your notifications. Subscribe to the channel so you can be in the chat and you can be notified every time I drop another video. Okay, guys, understand over here, have your thoughts, have your opinions. We don't all have to line up. Last thing, S. Wiseman, I'm gonna find you in the comments, sis, and make sure you're good to go. Just make sure you reset everything. I don't know. I don't know what happened, sis, but we'll figure it out. Okay, boo boo. Everybody who showed up into the chat today, thank you and welcome. I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. Give me a little bit. Give me some time to make a sandwich and get myself reset. Make sure we are good. Because I don't want anything to interrupt the reaction of Mr. Jeremy in another episode of Brokeback Daddy. Okay. Brokeback Daddy was good. Okay. We're gonna come back for that in just a minute. All right.